since you're a statewide candidate, you got 4 minutes. Your timekeeper is right up there.
Okay, I'll talk fast. Jay Clayburgh, I'm a Democrat running to be your next Texas Land Commissioner. And I believe that all of us are here today and we're fighting for the very soul and the direction of the state of Texas. I'm running for Texas Land Commissioner as the state's top environmentalist because I believe that those who held this office for the last 20 years, and it's an open seat, have not prepared us for the future. We're the #1 emitter of CO2 in the nation. We lead the nation in billion-dollar natural disasters. We are 45th in education. And we will see a doubling of 100-degree days in the next 15 years. Not 50 years, 15 years. And those who have held this office have used it as a stepping stone. I spent the last 20 years in land conservation, natural resource management. My family has been managing sustainably the same piece of property for 200 years. This is in my blood, and I'm prepared to do this job. Those who held this office have underfunded the permanent school fund, which is the reason why this office was created. It's a constitutional office, it's independent, just like the governor. So if anybody tells you you can't get anything done at the state level with what we've got going on, they're wrong. That this office has underfunded the permanent school fund 1 year by the tune of $700 million back in 2018. And I'm fighting to lift the cap, which is about $600 million a year that goes to that fund. There are $9 billion in natural disaster relief funds that should be in communities, preparing them for the future, because in many cases, just as you've seen in the news with Harris County and the city of Houston that were denied funding in the wake of Hurricane Harvey, a region that received $125 billion in damage, $0 from the General Land Office in federal funding. They violated the Civil Rights Act in denying those funds. They have mismanaged and politicized this office. There are 9 veterans' homes and 4 veterans' cemeteries underneath the purview of the Texas Land Commission, the General Land Office. Those veterans' homes had double the death rate of any long-term care facility in the state of Texas during the pandemic. Under my leadership, we will tackle these problems, we will manage the office, and we will provide a vision for the future in which Texas leads in a low-emission future. With that 13 million acres, we've got the ability to increase our sustainable use of land and sequester and store carbon, to diversify our energy portfolio. Right now, we generate about $1 billion through the fossil fuel industry. We'll expand that portfolio. Right now, there is 1 wind lease and 1 solar lease on 13 million acres of your public lands. There is a huge opportunity to lead in the future, to prepare us for what is coming, and it's an opportunity. I talk about that because there are jobs available, more than 1 million jobs, as the AFL-CIO Texas Climate Jobs Report would say. We can be leading in the future, and I'm prepared to do that. I'm asking for your vote. I appreciate you having me here, and as you all know, the runoff is May 24th, the early voting starts May 16th, and I just appreciate you having me here, and I'm going to be here for a little while to answer your questions. Thank you.